The music scene has been very hot lately, and shades have been thrown left and right, and some were just outright blows. Everywhere around the industry is very tense. Plus, with Wizkid and Davido taking shots at each other on X, we compiled a list of 9 of the biggest beefs in the Nigerian music industry. At number 1, we have Blackface and Tubaba. Now, what had happened was that Blackface had accused Tubaba and his manager and business partner, Ife Omorogbe, of intellectual property theft, claiming that Tubaba had stolen his songs African Queen and Let Somebody Love You. He also accused the duo of blacklisting him in the industry and sabotaging his career. Now, Tubaba did not take this accusation lightly and sued Blackface, but Blackface ended up apologizing to Tubaba as they settled outside of court. Next up, we have Ruggedman and Modenine. Now, this beef really started as a result of Ruggedman's diss tracks, as he was very popular for his bars at the time. But things took a quick turn when he allegedly dissed Modenine, and Modenine clapped back as well, sending out a diss track of his own. However, Ruggedman claimed to have heard rumors that Modenine had beef with him prior to creating a diss track. And by the way, this was way back in 2007, 2008 thereabout. It might have just been a result of misinformation and fan base fire. At number 3, we have Abaga and Kelly Hansome. Like most of the rap beefs at the time, it all started with a diss. And this time, Kelly Hansome was the disser. Many years after their beef, Kelly Hansome did reveal in an interview that MI took his lyrics too personal and too seriously and retaliated back then, which is what started their beef in the first place. Not to mention, the beef did end with the two of them on good terms in a photo uploaded on social media platforms. At number 4, we have what is usually called the most iconic beef ever in Nigerian music scene. Like I tell you, this beef lasted for over a decade, and it was between Abaga and Vector. There was nothing personal to it. It just started as one-line subs, and this is in the middle of their songs, evolved into full-on tracks about each other. Think of them kind of like Kendrick and Drake, but without any deep hatred. And even MI in an interview with The Cable said that at some point he just got tired of the beef. Coming in at number 5, we have D'banj and Don Jazzy. Now, this was a tough one. Where would I start? Okay. So you know the saying that good friends may not make good business partners? Yeah, this was one of those. Over 10 years ago, Don Jazzy and D'banj were very tight. They established a record label titled Mo Hit Records, right? And it was doing very well, by the way. The only problem was that everything seemed to revolve around D'banj alone. And Don Jazzy at the time doubled as the label's producer as well. So he was having a really hard time controlling D'banj. D'banj ended up putting Mo Hit Records in hot water when he created a promotion song for a political candidate at the time of elections. And this had fans screaming for their heads, like literally accusing the label of being a sellout. It seemed Don Jazzy was not going to have it because he immediately took to X, which was Twitter at the time, to disassociate the label from being a sellout. And he expected D'banj to do the same. However, D'banj made no comments during the issue, and they had since then split up. This event of them splitting up led to Don Jazzy starting his own record label that we now know as Maven Records today. But 12 years down the line, it seems like the two are on good terms now. At number 6, we have Don Jazzy versus Olamide. Now, this beef began as a result of the 2015 Headies giving the next rated award to Maven's artist Ricardo Banks as opposed to YBNL's artist Lil Kesh. Olamide was furious and came on stage to express that he felt his artist was cheated.
You know, Adekunle Gold, let's be honest, this award belongs to Lil Kesh because Lil Kesh is our next rated artist. Fuck that shit! Baba Yaya! Street takeover! Every fucking single was a hit back to back. From lyrically to shocky to FS Joku, could it die for anybody?
Egbon Olamide, if you want the car, come and collect it. God bless you.
For number 7, we have Wizkid and Burna Boy. Now, this beef began as a result of bragging rights. Yeah, Wizkid basically took a general shot to the rest of his colleagues after winning the Grammy Award, saying that all other music colleagues should start addressing him as Sir. And he also claimed that he could stop touching the mic today and no one would still be able to touch his wealth. This seemed to have irritated Burna Boy, as Burna Boy took to his Instagram story to post, "I can't talk money with you if you haven't made $100 million this year. Just smoke breakfast and sit down." This seemed to be a shot directed at Wizkid, as Wizkid seemingly replied on his Instagram story, "Small yash de sheku." However, the two were spotted together last year, which ended rumors of their beef altogether. Coming in at number 8, we have Burna Boy and Davido.
It is well. It's well. God help us.
Their beef seemed to have begun in 2019 after Burna Boy returned to the internet after a hiatus following his Grammy loss. His first tweet after the hiatus was one that responded to a Twitter user who said Burna Boy had his success handed to him by the likes of Davido and other Afrobeat OGs. He then tweeted that no one paved the way for him, taking subtle shots at some of his music colleagues. Then when Davido announced the release of his album in July 2020, Burna Boy posted on his story shortly after that, saying that July would be a very funny month and he would laugh accordingly. Now, of course, fans speculated that he was implying that he would ridicule Davido's album. But after that post, Davido tweeted an edited photo of him and Wizkid and captioned it, "The greatest two of all time, no cap." All this followed by some subtle disses to each other in their songs. Their feud just escalated to the point that they were both reported to have engaged in a physical altercation at a club in Ghana. Then finally, after everyone thought things had quieted down, Davido proceeds to call Burna Boy a new cat in an interview with Brett. This was 2023, by the way. 2024 is here, and after Burna Boy called Davido there seems to be no sign of their beef ending anytime soon. Last but most definitely not least, we have Davido and Wizkid. Wizkid was the troublemaker here, as he started the beef by replying to a fan with a leaked video of Davido begging. Now, this set off fire alarms in the music department, leaving people to wait for a response from Davido, and that's exactly what happened. Davido was not taking this lightly at all. He responded with a lot of emotion, and Wizkid fired back again with the same leaked video aimed at ridiculing Davido. Now, at this point, the beef was it was no longer speculated. The battle lines had been drawn. It was Wizkid versus Davido, shot for shot. If you were around to witness more than one of these 9 beefs, which one of them was your most memorable one and why? Let us know in the comment section. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more videos. And as always, thanks for watching.